Hey yo, it is your girl Nichole Shirell. I am her, she is me, and we are at the Gas House Green Gas Gala with a panel full of wonderful artists. So we're first going to let everybody introduce herself. We're going to start on this side.
I'm Nicholas. Barber, Rudolph Street, Speedboat Streets.
I am Miss Fear, one of the Gas House CEOs and artists.
Okay, and then on this side.
I am Patrice Royal.
I'm Ve-loo.
Entrepreneur.
All right, so tonight we have some entertainment questions for the panel. But we'd like to mix it up a little bit, and like I shared before, if there's anything that I ask and you guys not comfortable asking, then guess what? You just get that question. You know, we're not gonna make y'all answer anything you don't want to ask. You have to be comfortable. We want you to be comfortable here. So just tell us a little bit about yourself first before we get started. We're gonna start at this side. Now, Shy, how long have you been in the game? Because you said entrepreneur, but you know you're being modest.
Oh Lord. I've been doing movies I was doing business first, but I've been doing movies for like 8 years and business for like 10 years.
Tell us more about yourself. So the movies, do you have anything current out?
We are in the midst of production. I just wrapped up a script and we're starting production late January. So yeah, we're going crazy with it. I ain't playing with this shit for real. We got a lot of commission.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, my name is Ve-loo. I am a barber first. I'm a clothing designer. This is my brand, P2P. It stands for Process Progress. I'm a trail rider. I line dance, all that good stuff. That's about it. I've been doing my brand and barbering. This year makes 10 years, so yeah, I've been trail riding for a couple of years. That's what I do.
Now, do you create line dance?
I do not. I have yet to make my own. People been asking me for forever. I don't have the time. There's so many. I really don't have time to make my own because they drop them every day. And I be trying to keep up. So when we go to the trail ride, I be on key.
Okay.
So one day I will.
Okay. How hard is it to learn the line dances that you do?
I can learn a line dance in 5 minutes. I was actually sitting over there learning one while I was waiting to start. So when I leave here, I'm going to record myself again.
Okay, because you're a little modest about it. I'm like, I line dance. It's like a viral line dancer. Like,
Do what I can when I can.
all right. I think I've seen you travel as well.
Yeah,
Line dance.
we do go different places. We just came back from South Carolina and Sparta, Georgia, and we'll be back at it in a couple of weeks. Back on the road.
Okay. All right.
I'm Patrice Royal, once again, the owner of Royal Glory LLC. I love to bedazzle things, anything that you want to bling, I can make it shine. That's what I specialize in, all things bling. That's my slogan, my logo. And I just like to spread joy everywhere. I'm a producer, I make beats, and I sing, and I perform locally and wherever they call me.
Right. Okay. Because I saw a performance, I was actually sick, but I wanted to try to make it. I didn't get a chance to make it. I wanted to see you sing live. So you just had a performance, right? How did that go?
Well,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
at Faces in Fairfield, 45 minutes sing, live band, I love it.
Okay. And you have some projects out, some kind of projects out as well?
Oh yeah, I have projects everywhere. I currently dropped something with an artist in Nigeria in December. I have music in Mexico and here as well.
Okay. I she off the hook. So, Miss Shy,
I was trying to get to my love. That's how I need to be.
give her the mic back. Because in our podcast, you know, we gas house, we family, we know each other, but we're all gonna get into the conversational part, but we wanna know a little bit about y'all too. So that's why we're taking this time to kind of find out about, you know, what you do. I've had the pleasure of doing my little research, you know, and I follow y'all, and I'm a big fan, so, but, you know, we wanna make sure the people that watch us also, which they probably already watching y'all, but they get a chance to know who you are, you know what I'm saying? So, Ms. Shy, so you released a movie early last year that I had an opportunity to see, and what was the name of it?
Birmingham City, so
And it was based on what?
Birmingham, just a lot of violence. We talked about the history, spirituality. It had a lot going on. It was comedy, drama, history, information. It was a lot.
And I remember a couple scenes. There was a scene where you did reference to the poor little black girl. And I laughed so hard. Shy was playing gangster in this movie, so she acts as well. She's like, so, how do you prepare for your role?
I watch a lot of movies that inspire the character, and I just try to, I still keep my little thing, but try to add what they give to, just to make it come to life.
Okay. And what made you decide to start with candles? Can you tell us about candles?
The candles are actually spelled candles. I do a lot of magic. I don't know if I should say that. I do a lot of rituals and magic. So candles are like a way to manifest and stuff, or protection. Whatever you need, like healing, protection, abundance, love, all that. Because I do it, so I'm like, shit, I can put everybody else on.
Okay, because I know you're selling like a lot of the candles, like you're doing really well. So, Rick, everybody, she wants you to put the mic to your mouth.
Oh, my bad.
So based on like the sales, when did you start with the candle?
I started in October. It literally kind of happened overnight. It was like a thought. Like, I don't know, I started selling candles. And I made a commercial for it, and it just went crazy out there. So it just really good.
Okay. Okay, what else do you want us to know about you?
I'm just here to inspire people. Like, that's the whole mission. Like, for me, is just to inspire people. It ain't about clout for me. It's about, like, just to inspire. Really, that's something.
Okay. And being a creative, I realize that when I sit with other creatives and it inspires me and I create, like it's easier to create. Do you have anybody that like you are mentoring, bring up behind you?
I mean, it's a lot of people that tell me, you motivate me, you inspire me, so, I mean, I would hope so.
Okay. Okay. All right. Because you're really like a comedian as well. You're really like a comedian.
I wouldn't say that, but I am silly. I'm very goofy. I've always been like this.
If you would have a chance to watch her on social media, she is very funny. Now, I noticed, like the first time I saw your video, you did a dance, something for Just Lanier reunion that is like viral.
Yeah, I do that every year.
But there's one that is like really popular.
The one I did last year
That's the one.
when I was inside the school.
Okay, yeah. Now, what makes you, because when, you actually are providing like comedy and helping people, do you get like that type of feedback and response, like from the people that watch you?
I do all the time, everywhere I go. It's somebody know me from social media, and I be like, I can't even go out of state, and somebody's like, I follow you on TikTok, and I'm like, oh wow. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I just did it because, I mean, like I said, it's always been me. I've always been silly. I've always been the one that smiled a lot. I've always been the one that played around a lot. So I've always loved to dance, but I used to be shy when I was younger, and I never really wanted to dance in front of people, but I tear a wall down at home. But TikTok gave me that space to just do it when COVID hit. And after people was like, man, I love your videos, keep going. It's like, okay. So now it's been, what, this year 6 of me doing it.
Okay. Consistency.
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Maria, can you tell us the name of some of your projects that you have out? You film also?
No, not at the moment, but I will tap into it.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I have a project, it's called Linear Ears, and so far what I've released is, Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is.
Okay.
I wrote the lyrics to that song and, made the beat and everything. And then my other one is called Old Me, same for that project, is a visual after that as well.
Okay. Okay. And so, because you do a lot of live bands as well.
Yes,
Okay, so they learn your music and then play for you?
of course.
Okay.
Also cover songs.
Okay. Okay, love that. You got anything coming up?
Right now, I have something coming up on the 13th of February in Anderson,
In Anderson.
and it's a private.
It's a private event.
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all got any questions for the ladies? Anything y'all want to ask before we get down deep into it? No? Okay, so we ready? That's it? Okay. They did good. You like that?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. They probably like good. Everything. Mom said. All right, so tonight, the topic that we actually picked for, we actually discussed entertainment during this podcast. But I wanted to, even though, we're kind of merging a few, well, actually, like a few podcasts together. But I wanted to talk about the drama aspect or the negative impact on what we do. And how, we can, like, you guys so positive and you're able to stay away from the negativity, right?
Wrong place.
Just a tad.
It's a task, stay away from the negativity,
Right.
because it's everywhere, and, you gotta know how to be uplifting and also be accepting, and without letting everything come in your comfort zone and dwell within your spirit, because it's a journey and it's a battle out there, so you have to lift one up and as well as keep your cup full so you can lift yourself.
Yeah. Anybody else? She did. That was it. Can you think of any examples, entertainment examples where there is it's like they thrive on the negativity, and the negativity is actually how they have gotten their fame. In my mind, when I wrote the questions, I immediately thought about like Rashawn and her sister, and like the public fight, or Rashawn being out and somebody just running up to her, hitting her. Like, what safeguards are you guys willing to take to protect yourself from like a fanatic?
I feel like on those types of skills, you gotta have worry all the time. You gotta know when, where, how, and everything when it comes to how you move in this industry. A lot of times you know better, but going back to success, you do things that you know from the beginning that you know you should have did. Going back to that discernment where trust your mind. The mind that leads you on, your heart, that leads you on. So that's one of those things. people around you. You know what I'm saying? If you got a close circle, you know what I'm saying? Come to those people and be like, hey, I scared you didn't see what you see. Because you know what I'm saying? Sometimes 4 hours is always better than 2.
Yeah, it's true.
And just because you might see something and the other person might be able to give you those small behaviors that you might need to proceed with the situation. And if you do it, you'll caution. If you do steal for the person, proceed with caution.
Okay. So what do you think about the younger generation that's like new in the game coming out? And, you know, how, especially like the people that do stuff on TikTok, running in, just doing all kind of crazy stuff for a little fame.
I feel like a lot of the younger people are trying to be perfect. Everybody has an opinion, in my opinion, on a young person without hearing what you have to say. Especially being older, a lot of people say, well, I've been through something, so I know. All the time I try to tell you, it's like, Shia does movies. Every movie plays like this. Every role plays like this. You know what I'm saying? Just because you went through that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go through that exact same situation. Even we have similarities. You know what I'm saying? Because we can have a similarity, sometimes they trigger the person. Like I've seen it before, so it's like, I'm trying to stop you from getting it. Sometimes like our mama say, you gotta let a woman eat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let her touch their soul. So a lot of times, the younger generation are trying to show us that they do have the same, they do know better. And we trying to show them, oh, but I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? I can show you. All the time, you can learn something from anybody. Like, I got a little kid around, and I learned something from him every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I said, people try to listen to me. That's one of the biggest things I say.
Okay. Okay. You got something you wanna add, Bob? What do you think, Bob? Okay, so your question, Bob, is going to be, as far as, you know, with the internet, social media, and entertainment and the trends, how much information do you think is too much information? You know, we basically know that you don't need to share everything on social media. So how do you feel about people that do share? And I'm speaking, you know, as far as like entertainers. Like, yeah, like, you know, people that are in the industry, music, and they could be actors, whatever.
I think it needs to start being a vision, especially with the younger generation. You know, so people get tired of hearing the same stuff. Period. So then start being a little more original.
Okay, Ms. Berry, what do you think?
You know, it's just one thing where you have to speak to your, like, you know, their life, as everybody's saying, like, to your mind, like, understand, and, like, you just can't jump off on the deep end of everything, or follow what you see, like, your own path is always the best way to go.
Okay. And then also, because you actually have, you know, others in your household who are artists. So what's your encouragement for them? Because every day is like a struggle.
That she will, everybody know, start maybe 2 R's. And she has her own mind anyway, so she definitely not trying to follow no one else's, you know, trend, what they have going on. She step in the room, she let her tell she better than most adults. And in my eyes, I can say that because it's like when you think about it, just because she's young, that don't mean she hasn't been in the game a long time. If she started when she was 5, you just started when she was 13. Who was doing
Right.
it, you know, longer. So, yeah, it's just one of the things that just come to her naturally. She do it. So, it's one of the things she don't have to be vulgar about what you say. She don't have to express herself and get her feelings across without having to say the bad words and all that. Because once again, she's only at this point 15, so she's not doing anything extra outside of rapping about being a 15-year-old, how you feel, or your feelings. Because she's definitely going to express herself. She's about that. So, with that being said, she know how to be heard without doing too much.
Okay, okay. And then I know Shy, you have a daughter that actually is very active. And how do you keep her centered with like everything that is going on, that she may be seeing?
I just keep it real with her. I just keep it real with her. I don't try to sugarcoat nothing. Even with the whole school system, I teach her about our systems and like, you gotta create your own system for yourself. Don't fall victim to these systems that the world has created. So I just keep it real with her. She real wild. She real wild. She don't play.
Yeah, she got her own mind. I love that.
I love that. So I don't worry about her. I don't worry about that.
What about you guys? Do you guys have anybody under you that you're mentoring or? Okay.
I can't say I do.
But when the people watch you, it's positivity. So, we can say that the image that you have, like all you guys, everybody up here, the image that we have is teaching because we are the example, right? So when you think about it that way, and you're dancing and you're reaching the masses, then you're encouraging, you're inspiring. So,
I guess you say that.
yes. And then, you may have little kids in your church, you may have nieces, nephews, somebody is looking up to you like, oh, hey, she can do it. Yeah, yeah, she can do it, I can do it. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I could agree with that because I do have like kids at church. They be like, Miss V, I be watching your TikTok, Miss V. And I got one little girl, she come to church with her fan and her boots on. She like, Miss V, I got my fan and my boots on. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, we gonna do a TikTok outside. Yeah, a lot of the kids be, and I love your video, like my little clients, all that. So, yeah, I guess you can say that.
Yeah, positivity. Although, we know that usually, unfortunately, it's the negativity that drives, but we are reaching the masses, everybody on the stage. So I encourage us to just keep doing what we're doing. We don't have to change. A lot of people think they have to change in order to have success, but it is the consistency. You find your fan base. Which leads me to my next question. How do you use social media as a tool to help you grow?
Just post. You gotta post. You gotta be original. Like he said, you gotta be original because they feel it. Like if you fake stuff going too though. So that's kind of, there's a lot of fake stuff going on too. But like the original stuff gonna always just do what you do. So I just say post and be original.
Because you actually have received recognition from other art, because I'm trying to remember, who was it that was liking and sharing your post?
I know Kyrie Irving, Trina, Dave Lowe, Sleeping Power.
Okay. Any advice for the people that, want to grow their fan base?
Like you gotta find something that you like. It gotta be something that you like. You can't be working for this person, working for that person. It gotta be something that you like. A lot of folks, they see someone working for this person, or they want to go run and do it, and don't work for them, and they become stressed all my life. Over like, this just ain't your path. You need to do what you need to do. That's what it is. So people give you their money.
Oh, yeah. And I got on the road coming up too on J Stokes. I am J Stokes.
Making your action date. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look outside today.
Yeah,
So
we're
I'm
always
gonna be
working.
back on the road. So you gotta try different stuff, you know what I'm saying? You can't just stay in one lane. You gotta just try to be original. You know what I'm saying? Find something you like to do and just try to be different. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to ride away. Try to create a way.
So with that, how do you use social media to help you reach your fan base?
I'm supposed to really like saying? But if I don't post content, I'm posting reels to let them know that I'm dropping, you know, like, I go to the studio and drop, I post a reel, listen to the song, just let them know, you know, that I'm coming with. Just, you know, just stay active, post every day, you know, we got media, Monday, you know, we do media Monday, post content every Monday, but you know, you gotta do it all, you post, just let them know you active.
Okay. Patrice, do you think that it's true if you stop posting that your people will forget about you? Do you become?
Not at all, because posting became relevant when social media started hitting. So if you want to hit that chitlin circuit, you can still be relevant. There's ways to stay relevant. You know, you just gotta get out there and do it.
Be active.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think social media makes us more lazy?
No, because it's still work to be done. And if you don't want to do work, you gotta spend your money.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. What about you? We're trying to call you. I'm supposed to be calling you your own. See what? V. See, got you come. Okay.
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Okay. Do you feel if you don't post, your fans will forget about you? Because you post a lot, right? You post every day?
Yeah, some days I get lazy. I be like, I just don't feel like doing it, but then I be like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and post because I know somebody waiting on me to post. Like my Friday post. If I don't be the posted by 11 o'clock, people be in my inbox. Wow, Friday video in. Wait, I'll be like, wait, I just got up today, give me a minute. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't be relevant because, like you said, I would still be active. Regardless. And even if it's not being recorded on my phone, 9 times out of 10 it'll be recorded on somebody else's. Especially when I'm out and about trail rides, I'll be on stage and about 50-11 people being recorded and I don't even know. And somebody like, I saw you on somebody's TikTok dancing on the stage. I'm like, oh, okay. Whether I recorded it or not, it's some type of way, some kind of way, it's gonna float around, right?
Yeah. I love that. What you got to think? Well, I think I started with you. What do you think, choir boy?
Can you hear the question?
If you don't post, right, do you think that the people will forget about you?
No, not necessarily. I'm a big person on word and relationship building. So I'm one of the people, like I said, I go from the Walmart. I go from a certain cave. I go from the churches. Hey, I'm basically quite aware of the music and going back to building relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like, social media is basically just a portal, in my opinion, to do what you can't really do. And it basically moves a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the shit is circle. Man, I promise you, I want to see y'all start working. And I promise you, by the end of the day, we're gonna have to understand. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like different strokes for different folks. So some people do go off and get that engagement for our social media. Some people are better face to face. It's just all the moves you like.
That's true. I like that answer. That was good. That's good. But the spirit, not anything. Not nothing. Okay. Okay. Now, and the reason why I think I like to ask those questions because I know with social media, it extends our reach, and you will have people that will know you. You know, people will from all across the world for real. They can see your TikToks. You know, if you are a recording artist, they can stream your track. You know, they can watch your movies, all that good stuff. So my next, which is an important question, are you guys making sure that like you're protecting your work? Okay.
I mean, I look at so much. I do so much. I can't protect it like, cause it costs money to protect it. I just create. I don't try to when it get there, like when it gets to that time, that's a good question. And when it gets to that time,
So, as far as like copywriting your work,
I don't feel like I should create and put it out. And I mean, if somebody, what's gonna happen gonna happen anyway. Whether I copyright it or don't, people still gonna do what they can do. Eventually though, when we get to the mainstream. Yeah.
okay. How do you feel about that, Miss Gas House CEO? Miss Gas House CEO.
It's kind of hard to, say concerning, it just depends to me. Cause like I say, we have artists and being, like I say, an artist myself, I definitely feel like I would want to protect everything that I put out there. Whether they get it now or later, because like I say, it has happened before. And a lot of artists know it has happened for us with their situations, and just as an artist in general. So definitely having everything, BMI or ASCAP, whatever you may use to have, everything in order, and it's a lot of other avenues besides that, but those are a couple of basics we definitely know to have as artists.
Then I think, like copywriting, I'm seeing some information shot.
I'm IMDb Pro, if that's what you're talking about. Like,
Okay,
credit.
okay,
That's what
okay,
you're talking about. Like,
yeah.
or you talking about like just copyright going to like legal Zoom or getting my stuff like, or these belong to me is, that's what you're talking about. My business shop, my production is copyright. That's what you So I do all of my work under my business. Like, if you
Okay.
say I'm copyrighted. That's what it is.
Yeah, because you release under your brand.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Miss V, I almost messed up. Okay, with your work that you're creating, do you have to protect yourself, or when you release it on TikTok, is it like, how does that work?
No, not necessarily. No, not really, because everything that I'm doing is probably what the next line down for Cherry Rider doing. But as far as like my brand, I do have it trademarked, so, and I wear my brand in almost everything I look with, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna protect that for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I knew Miss Shy had her stuff,
Yeah,
protected.
I thought she was asking something.
I knew she did. I knew it was gonna come on down. But she about her business. So.
I just know a lot of people every time, like for instance, like I was working with a guy on a podcast, and we did a beautiful video, but he procrastinated with putting it out because he like, man, I gotta get all these legal stuff out of the way. Sometimes I feel like when people think too much on that, it stops. And sometimes you just need to do it and just go with the flow of things. Because we get so caught up in just thinking. Just do it.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot of people I work with like that. It's I gotta get this copyright, and then years go by and they ain't did nothing because they waiting to get something copyright.
Yeah.
So that's
Now, do you think they're using that as an excuse?
I think a lot of people be scared, and I always tell people you gotta do it scared, cause I be scared, and I do it scared. Like you gotta do it scared for real, like.
It make my heart beat fast. I got to say something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. We live in a world where if they ain't got the gas money, they just steal the gas out your car, put it in theirs, and use it. So what make you think you won't do that with your brand, your art, your music, what you got going on? We gotta make ourselves a priority. You ain't with ASCAP, BMI, get to somebody. Register your music to the Library of Congress. Get your business registered through the Secretary of State. Know what you got going on. Because you're gonna be mad if somebody else come and profit off of your residuals. Was really supposed to be yours, but because you didn't do you ain't dot your I's, neither did you cross your T's. It's all over the smoke now.
I'm gonna be honest. Now, the porn migraine, right? It is no way that and somebody else wrote that. Somebody actually tried to steal it and actually had it on the radio, like under a whole other name. My voice, and you're right, it's registered. So how do you do that? But you're right, people will try to steal. And you can't catch everything.
No.
That's the sad part.
Yeah, but you don't wanna get so caught. You wanna, like you said, yeah, you wanna handle your business, but you don't wanna just make that a priority. Like, handle, you're here to create, you're here to have purpose, like, just make sure that you're being purposeful. That's what I tell people, make sure that you're being purposeful.
And if I can add to that, I can do it like, can't nobody do like, it's like,
Period.
and I want to be like, you can take, that's why I do what I saying, like what she's saying. One thing about me, I never feel like you would take that from me because you couldn't be able to read it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a car. I can show you right now, hey man, I just put it in this car. You might put it in the car, but you ain't gonna put it like I do. You know what I'm saying? The same way with a song. Okay, when you get it that time, of course, once you do it that time, and it's especially if you get notoriety and the likeness out of it, somebody gonna ask you, well, when you gonna come out? Just like an artist or a movie person or anything, a content creator, hey, when's the next one coming out? Oh, what you mean? Oh, you wrote that, right? You created it, right? That's you, right? It's even gonna be sound the same way. It's even gonna even look the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like on that tip.
We put it to inspire, so that's what it's about. We inspire people. I don't get so comfortable. I'm not used to it. It made me stay. Oh man, they gonna steal my stuff. Or they won't mind with it. I'm like, you know what? It's inspirations.
So you just keep creating.
Keep going. I can't get caught up as guilt.
Oh, I want somebody to see. Don't come wrong. I agree with her, but yeah, you gotta have stuff, you know, you gotta have paperwork right there. I want somebody to do like, I want somebody to do something with it. Don't come hard. I know that's me. And I inspire somebody, if you want to steal, go ahead. I do that, even, you know, not even with just with you, but you know, takes the water sometimes. Because I always say trends, so if somebody running with it, go ahead. But if I got something that I know that I need, you know what I'm saying, then I'm gonna handle that. But some stuff I put out, just use it out. But if it's something that I really, you know, if this is my project and I don't have a paper, like, I ain't gonna put nothing out if I ain't got my, you know what I'm saying?
It don't cost that much. I'm just gonna say, it don't cost that much. You can't tell me we're gonna buy the purse, the perfume, the shoes, the earrings, the wigs, all this other stuff, but we can't handle our business properly. And be like, if I looked out, I looked out. If I'm still here, I'm still here. But meanwhile, somebody else then came up off you. We gotta make this make sense.
Like I said, I'm good. I got a business. I do everything on my
And you've been very
and I'm
successful.
credited, so I'm good. So, you know, I don't whatever works for music. I mean, it's
And that's what
different for movies.
it's one of the things what works for you. I look at it like that. Like I just look at it like what works for you in that situation. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
if I put out an EP, I gotta have my paperwork. Can't put out an EP if you ain't got it. But if I put out a mixtape, that's free. It's just like with you. If I put out a mixtape, that's free. That ain't. I'm using somebody else.
Yeah.
If I put out an EP or an album, I got to own the copyright to the EP. I gotta have my stuff right. So if I put out an EP, I know I gotta have my stuff right.
You paying for the platform, it ain't free. You paying for Spotify or however you dropping your stuff, it's not free. You still paying.
I know you know what I'm saying. If I put out a mixtape, I'm not gonna generate money because I didn't.
So how you gonna drop your mixtape? What platform you dropping it on?
No, I know the cost. I know the cost. I'm just saying, if I put out an EP, I gotta have it. So if I put out a mixtape's free. Mixtape's free.
And it's tell us, explain it a little bit. So when you put out a mixtape, it's free
Because it's just something you put out.
Yeah, you can't, basically, it's kind of like doing a cover, because you can't make money off because it belongs to somebody else.
Right.
Right.
So if I'm using somebody, I can use any beat I want to. Like I can use a Lil Wayne beat.
Like that's how the card. Like
Lil Wayne, you put out all the mixtape back to back.
Lindsay man,
Yeah, like that. something like that. I mean, it's just playing a game out there, they used to play back in the day. But at the end of the day, I agree with her too. You gotta have, you know, I agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with her. But I'm just saying some stuff,
You see why?
yeah.
Because a lot of people, especially like with the mixtapes, they do it so that in hopes that one of them blows up, one of the tracks is gonna blow up, and then somebody will offer them a deal. Yeah. So I do see that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Why you look at me like that? What else you got? Because
I ain't got
you want to
nothing.
say something.
I ain't got that. I ain't got that.
It's like a street game, it's like a dope game. You can do it down or you can hold shit, it's like a dope game for real. I mean, you know how it goes. You know what you gotta do with your brand. You know it's your brand, I'm selling myself, I'm gonna sell itself. You don't sell, you let it sell itself. Your stuff gonna do what it gonna do. If you got some good dope, it's gonna sell itself. You ain't gotta sell it. If you got some good music,
And I'm over here nodding my
it's-
head. Because I was thinking of saying something.
Yeah, no, you know, niggas drop, when niggas make CDs, you go buy your $1 CD, $75. Just like shit. It's all profit. You wanna make money on anything, your brand gonna sell itself. You gotta invest in yourself. You gotta invest. It's gonna cost, you gonna spend more money than you make.
And don't
You gotta invest in yourself.
If dope sitting in the closet, don't nobody know you
It
got
gonna,
dope,
it gonna
then
sell
they
itself,
gonna
trust
get
me. If you sell it, you're
Somebody
doing
got
it
to
wrong.
get
You're gonna sell itself.
Now, I want to expand on a little bit because what popped in my head when he was talking, and I wasn't dying because of the dope, y'all, I was not. What popped in my head is when you think about it, like we're talking about social media, and when your brand, like for example, Shop, when they see your work, they know it's you based on what they see. When they hear, they hear your voice, they know it's you, right? They hear mom, they know it's you, they know it's you. When I hear you, I know it's you. If I hear a beat and Ferno may be on there, but I know it's you. If you on there, I know White Boy, I know, you know what I'm saying? So as we get bigger and we become viral, because people know your work too, but at the end of the day, you took the initial steps and your stuff is credited, but they know your work. So because I really, when somebody was saying, why don't you just do a cover to one of your poems, and but they was like, but you're not gonna get paid. I said, oh, I can't do that. Because to me, I feel like I have wasted my poem. That's what I feel like. No, let me go to my brother C100 and get a beat. Let me go to somebody and get a beat. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to actually hold me back, which is what shy, because I'm one of those people too. I think about it, but when I want to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I am protecting my stuff too, but I really don't like being held back. If I want to do it, I really want to put it out. You know what I'm saying? Do you have now this is another question. Do you have an issue with creating your work and somebody stopping you from putting something out? Like, because there are people that, like, if you sign to some of those big labels, they'll shelve a project. Somebody else is gonna come out before you, type stuff. We don't have that problem at Gas House, but I'm sorry, shameless. Anyway, have you had that happen before when you're working with somebody else? Like you just mentioned it, but
What you had was that?
your project being delayed because of somebody else, like somebody else being in control.
No, I'm making sure. I ain't never had nothing to do. I'm the one that call the shots like you. And I'm not being cocky. I promise you I'm not, but like when you give people the power over your stuff, that's my way of rapping. It's over with. Ain't nobody delay your purpose but you. I ain't never had.
Okay. I think that's why, that's the fur baby of this.
I see how him.
He might actually be. Okay, anybody else that had that happen to them?
Only when collaborating with another artist, you be so wrong about the project coming out, you don't have no control of the commercial project. And so it's only coming out when they ready to release it.
I wish I could live in this.
Studio is a vibe. I love going to the studio, but I like to have everything in my head and be in and out of the studio though. I don't know why. But I know that usually like rappers love being in the studio. What about you, White Girl?
In my opinion, I'm my biggest worst critic. I hold a lot of my stuff back. I'm one of the people, which you might not hear in something, I might hear it in myself, and I can say I'm a perfectionist. So it's like, I look at it like somebody, some of my main people in music, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye. I want to be one of the people when I drop any song, whether it's a single, whether it's an EP, whether it's an album, I want you to be able to let your grandkids listen to that song. And everybody still like this. It's certain songs like before I let it go. As soon as you hear that, but I'm talking about you. So it's like, I go in the studio, Vince is like, I go in the studio today and I make a song. And I get in the car and listen to it like five times. By the time I listen to it that 6th time, I'm ready to go back in the studio and probably change 5 to 6 different things in that one song.
Wow.
And it's like, every time I hear it, I might hear something a little bit different. But at the same time, going back to being consistent, putting out those things. Everything ain't gonna always be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I'm like, but if I can get it to this, it's like, so it's like, sometimes it's not other people delaying yourself. Sometimes it's you delaying yourself.
That's true.
And in my opinion, a lot of people use excuses as far as trying to point their finger at somebody else the whole time. When you point their finger at somebody else, you got 4 point back at you.
Right. So, question, how long does it take you to put a project out?
It depends. Sometimes it can take me, like as far as music, I write music. Like for instance, I can write a song in my brain right now. As far as what I want to put out, and then I'm one of the people, I'm realistic with myself. So for instance, I might write a song and record it today. Then maybe a week later, I might record another song that I be like, well, I like that better than another. And then like I'm under a label now, so they might tell me, hey, you gotta have 8 songs. But shoot, I done recorded 32, 46, 79, and I'm trying to find 8 that I want to put in this album. So it's like I told you, going back to me being my worst critic, I might sit there and come with you with 8, then okay, we get it, then I come back, no, I don't want to do that. I want these 8. No, and then like I told you, going back, I can't blame another person because it's me.
Yeah. So you have somebody that bottom line you.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Inferno.
Oh, okay. I'm just I'm just wondering.
My big OG, I ain't gonna lie to you, he didn't help me out a lot as well as Miss Fury. They didn't help me out a lot as far as like coming up with a game plan. Like, I love being an artist. I try to tell a lot of people, it's hard being an artist, a manager, a marketer. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's very relaxing just being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you still want to have a role to play as far as the business and everything like that, and you want to not be outside the loop. But at the same time, it feels good when somebody tell you I got your back. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm like, we 95 dream team will do it. Get with it, get rolled up.
What about y'all? What about teams?
Team.
Place?
Drum girl, you heard her.
I did not see her out there. And you know I can't see. Hi, drummer girl. I didn't know you had walked in. So, another talented artist over there. Yeah. Boss Man 205. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. He gives me a lot. Anytime I'm on stage or whatever, he's right there recording. And he engineered a lot of my music as well. Just a strong backbone.
I love it. I love that. When I started, because I started to be funny and sad, but he probably sit over there and he's gonna say something, try to rub it in my face. But I used to call Miss Fury Little Inferno, right? But I stopped doing that, y'all. But anyway, what about you? What about the team? You like the backbone of the team. Is he laughing?
Yes, as you.
You go, it's finna get
comes to being the CEO, you know, before even being an artist, like, we don't stop. So there's no stop that we can let obstacle in getting our way from what we have going on. We will never say, gas house closed for like 3-4 days, guys. 6 months I need a break. Like, you know, we can't do a break.
Right.
But as an artist, we do still give them that option because everybody, you know, ain't built for the same time. So either you know your position and what you want to do, where you want to go as an artist, because definitely before even some of the ones we have now, we definitely travel and go wherever, but it's always still in the limit of what that artist can do now. When you do, like they say, get onto that bigger label now, you gonna still be able to have that free will, probably no.
Right.
So I think when it comes to that, we're definitely very lenient to that. So yeah, we still give artists a chance to be them, recognize who they are as an artist, show them different avenues and stuff they can go to still get their music out, and different avenues of making money besides worrying about what somebody gonna put in your pocket, what you put in your own. Like I say, invest in yourself.
That's a good answer. I think we actually are around our closing time, but before we close, what else do you want to share with the viewers?
I just want everybody just to remain positive and be encouraged no matter what's going on around you. You know, sometimes you have to be that light in the darkness and just gotta keep on going, keep running a race, keep running that race to see the end on it. Even when you get to that end of that race, it's time to run another.
Okay.
Stay focused, keep God first, definitely. Keep pushing, keep going. Like I tell you, it's the P2P, it's the process to progress. You gotta go through the process in order to get to the progress. It's a step-by-step, day-by-day thing. And I can honestly say that I'm living proof of my brand, so that's why I wear it around me. Because the person I was when I first started my brand is not who I am now. So, and that's by the grace of God. So yeah, just keep pushing.
I would say just create your own system. It's your life, you are the master of your own life.
Oh, she getting ready. Ma'am, that is not it, because I was about to ask you. Thank you for the microphone. You know, I actually, when I get a mic, y'all, I'll be ready to perform. But anyway, you know, stay focused. Because one day Mike will be like, can you stay focused? Okay. So stay focused. Okay, so I know we talked about City of Souls. There was another movie that you did that I went to the first premiere that I don't know if I think I met you there. In the Ghetto with Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too stupid. They make it tonight, but hopefully it'll be here next week. And then now, how those movies are, where can we find those movies? She just want to get in my way.
They're on Tubi and Amazon Prime. I got a lot of stuff on YouTube too. You just follow me at Shot Hill on all platforms.
No, I'm trying. She's trying to do it. Now, how can we find your music? I know you're streaming everywhere.
Patrice Royal everywhere. I'm on social sites, everywhere you streaming your music. Just look me up.
Okay, and then on this side, tell us about how we can find you, your TikTok name, social media handles.
My Facebook is Ve-loo the Barber Lindsay. My TikTok is Ve-loo the Barber Lindsay. I don't really be on Instagram, but it's P2P_fashionista.
Okay, which is your brand?
Yes.
Okay. And you heard these ladies say that, you know, they have merch, lots of merch. They didn't use the term merch, but you know what that means based on the conversation. Okay, and can y'all tell us how to find your tracks, albums, EPs?
Oh, okay. In front of you from with everybody, that's what they say. Yeah, that's on our platform.
He fixed it.
I got the go on our platform. 5-in-1 videos, Facebook, all that.
Okay, and you just actually released a,
A video and some show me out on all platforms and find me on all platforms as Miss Spirit MZFURY.
but you're actually singing and not rapping.
Yes, I actually, this time.
Yeah, y'all gotta check that out. Choir boy.
And of course, you can find me on all these platforms. It's Barber. Got an old project out that y'all gonna keep streaming. Called Beginning. A couple of songs on there. Also, I have a new song that we already dropped on my new label, Gas House. So y'all better look out for it.
All right. And I am your girl, Nichole Shirell. I have on some crossover artists, so I'm a poet, but some of my stuff is acapella, some of it is with beats, and you can also do podcasts. My stuff is streaming everywhere. That is Nichole, Nichole, Shirell. That's Hirell, not Nichole. Just, so y'all know you won't be able to find me. But, go ahead, stream, download. We have had a wonderful time tonight. I want to thank the panel for coming. I appreciate y'all. I know it's late in this hour, but yes, I'm so happy. Y'all did such a good job, a great job, so much information. How do y'all feel? Feel good?
Great.
Okay. Okay. Well, that is it. That's our time, and we will see y'all later.